Hey there, cat fans. Welcome to Meowster Podcast. I'm Rebecca Zish. That's Tim Black.
Hello there.
Hello, Tim. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I didn't ask how you were doing. I just asked how you were.
Okay. I am great. How are
Great.
you?
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Excellent.
See how I changed it from great to good?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
I'm sorry. I just, I want to have the answer to the question I've asked.
Specific, yes,
Yeah.
I understand. It's the details that matter.
I'm doing okay. My voice has come back again. It'll go away again some other time.
I'm sure it will.
It seems to be a cycle with me, and I apologize to the
your
listeners. But they get the mini-sodes in between. They get to hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
But we're back. Let's get to the topic at hand. So we're a little behind on this, as happens sometimes, but
Sure. Just a little. Not
just
too
a
bad.
little. But on April 11th, so this episode is going to go up on May 15th, so
Yes.
about a month ago.
Yeah.
On April 11th, 2017, it was opening day of the Major League Baseball season for the Florida Marlins.
Yes. It was also National Pet Day.
Was it?
Yes, it was.
What an interesting coinkydink.
Indeed, it was.
So on that day, that evening, a cat got onto the field of the where the Florida Marlins were playing. Wait, and who were they playing?
The Atlanta Braves.
That's right. And almost immediately, this went viral.
It
In
did.
fact, I saw it in a restaurant I was eating. There was a TV on
okay.
that had ESPN on.
Okay.
And it went live on ESPN. It was like the crawl,
Yeah.
right? And then they cut to it. This amazing activity happening
Right.
in Florida that this cat was on the baseball field during the game. People were going crazy.
They were.
Yeah. And so because I don't use Twitter.
Right.
You use Twitter
I do.
for yourself and for
the
podcast.
Yeah.
So I said, because the crawl on ESPN had the hashtag #RallyCat.
Right.
And so I texted you and said, go check this out,
Yes.
#RallyCat.
Yes.
And you immediately came back and said,
There's a ton of stuff out there.
yeah,
Yeah.
people are going crazy. There's a cat
There was.
on the baseball field.
Yes.
Little gray cat, confused.
Very scared. And I felt bad for Rally Cat.
Yes, very scared, hyperventilating.
He was.
Yeah, breathing with the tongue out. But Rally Cat found his way to the top of the home run
Yes.
sculpture.
Yes. There's a home run sculpture.
And so if someone hits a home run in that park,
They fire up if the Marlins get a home run, they fire up this thing, which I watched on YouTube to see what it does exactly. And it involves marlins and seagulls kind of moving around, like it looks like they're jumping in an arc.
sure,
You know,
as
like,
Marlins might
as
do.
Marlins might do.
Yeah.
More like dolphins, but whatever. You get the idea.
Look, the only thing I know about Marlins is in Ernest Hemingway's Old Man in the Sea.
Yeah.
That's what the old man is trying to catch.
Right.
Is Marlins.
Exactly.
I don't know anything else about Marlins.
Yeah, well,
They might do that. They might do that dolphin jumping thing.
I'm sure when Ernest Hemingway is fishing for one and he's got one on the line, I bet it's doing that.
Look, that book's not nonfiction.
No.
I don't know that Hemingway ever fished for a marlin in his life.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, so I mean it's a sort of it's a moving sculpture, and like along the bottom there's like other fish or something that kind of move around, and that's where Rally Cat was, and he was kind of sticking his head down in there and stuff. So they made an announcement. This was one of the Twitter feeds that the stadium put out, that until this cat is safe, we're not going to be operating this thing.
No,
If
they
there's
turned
any
it
home
off.
runs, so the cat is safe in that sense.
Yeah,
So,
because people were like, "Oh my God,
yeah,
what's going to happen?"
I know.
if the Marlins get a home run.
Yeah. I watched that clip on YouTube from the game when the cat was on and the sound that the crowd made when he climbed up the wall and on top of that thing, there was a huge cheer went up. I thought that was pretty amazing.
Yeah. No, because they wanted him to be safe.
Yes.
He was very scared. In fact, the Marlins center fielder, Christian Yelich, said, because he was out there, like the cat ran at him.
Yeah.
And if there's a bit of video you can see online where it really looks like he's running right at the center fielder, so anyway, he said it was scared and I wasn't about to touch it.
Right.
It ran right at me out of the stands. It ran. I just let it go. I wasn't about to try to catch it, but that's what he wanted people to know, because I guess some people were like, well, why didn't Christian Yelich help the cat?
Well,
and he's like, dude, this cat is terrified.
Right.
Like, you'd have to be an idiot to try to grab a
he's
terrified
gonna put his glove
cat
down there and try to, it's a grounder coming at you.
No, and in fact, that actually shows a lot of empathy. He's like, I understand.
Right.
This animal is terrified.
Yeah.
And he needs to just do his thing and get to safety somehow. But he did get a Twitter account. Marlin's Cat was his Twitter account. Anyway, so there were a lot of fun tweets that night. You can go online. There's some fun memes that were made of it.
Yes, did you see that they had a contest to name him?
I did. I did see that.
Yes.
The Miami Marlins had this contest. In the contest, his name was chosen as Don Cattingly.
Right. Is that from the Paw Star game? I swear they used that in the Paw Star game. If not, they should.
I mean, Don Mattingly is one of the coaches of the Marlins now.
Right.
Yeah. So it seems like a no-brainer, really, giving him that name. But a few days later, the news was that they did find him. He was humanely trapped, and he actually was adopted and taken home by one of the team's employees.
Yeah, one of the front office people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
That is very cool.
And I think one of the things that people will want everyone to remember about the appearance of Rally Cat is that the Marlins won the game that night.
They did. They won 8-4.
There were some people who were scared at first. Even some players were quoted as saying like, oh no, it's a black cat on the field. But then they realized he was gray.
Right.
So they didn't think he was bad. And of course, we know all that's nonsense.
Yes. Well, I actually found an article because cats running onto the field is not a terribly rare occurrence. It happens from time to time. And some people think it's good luck. Some people think it's only good luck if it's a black cat. Some people think it's bad luck. So I found this article from August 22nd of 2013 from SB Nation, which stands for Sports Blog Nation, something like that. Is that what it is?
Yeah, huge sports website.
Yes. I go there every day. No, not really.
No,
I'm sorry. But
it is.
It is. It's a reputable source, and they have a lot of information. And they looked into this idea that cats on the field bring good luck to the home team. And it went back and it looked at 17 relatively easy to find ball games that were interrupted by a cat on the field between 1969 and 2013. And in them, I won't, give you all the details about which game and the dates and all that, but there is a 9-8 record for the home team after some form of kitty on the field antics. So it's pretty much half and half. It's not exactly overwhelming evidence one way or the other. And if you just look at the black cats, 9 of the 17 games that they look at involve black cats. And the team's record on those was 5-4, where 5 where the home team won and 4 where they lost.
Interesting.
So not really showing that it has any kind of effect one way or the other.
No, unless you want it to prove
Unless you want it to.
Yes, because you can make statistics prove anything. I'm actually looking at this while you were talking about it.
Yeah.
And there's some crazy stories here. In 1984, I mean, I think I think this guy on the Marlins idea not to try to touch the cat, he may have heard this story from 1984, where a gray kitten got onto a field at a Red Sox Mariners game.
Yeah.
And the guy who ended up catching him got his finger bit off.
Wow.
For his trouble.
Yeah.
But this is probably my favorite story here. This says that in 1990, Yankees playing at the Oakland A's Coliseum, a little black cat got on the field. Manager Tony La Russa takes care of the poor guy personally, even naming the cat and delivering him to the shelter himself.
Yeah. And they won that
And
game.
they won. So that's right.
Maybe there's more to it than just the cat showing up on your field. Maybe you've got to lose a finger or do something really nice.
There you go. I like that it says in some of these, like sort of where they came from. Like they were trying to watch the game from front row seats and this says a black cat, 1991 Red Sox at Orioles, a black cat wanders out of the visitor's dugout.
Well.
What was he doing in there?
He probably shouldn't have been in there.
Kind of seems like they brought him with them.
This is not rhubarb, guys.
Well, yes, but who is rhubarb?
Well,
you know, we can talk about rhubarb if we want in terms of like cats and baseball.
Sure.
But I think what's interesting is, so we had an episode a while back where we talked about cats that have been in Broadway shows.
Yeah.
And you may remember that in the musical version of Jackie Robinson's life, the famous animal trainer, Bill Berloni, or William Berloni, to his non-friends, had to train a black cat for this scene in that musical. The musical is called The First. And anyway, I mean, people can go back and listen to that episode if they want to sort of know the whole story behind that. But the point is that happened in the musical because it was based on a real thing that happened to Jackie Robinson, and which was that somebody actually, another player, in fact, decided that, you know, for racist reasons, that he would throw a black cat onto the field when Jackie Robinson was playing. And this, of course, was much earlier than any of these stories that they're using for their stats here.
Yeah.
But clearly that was seen as bad luck, you know, and just rude, really. And totally unkind to the cat.
Absolutely.
Yeah. One of those stories in that article you were just citing says that a cat got onto the field and someone removed it from the field by picking it up from its tail.
Oh my gosh.
And the author of the article writes, poor guy. But speaking of kitten sports, that says it's a calico kitten.
Oh, see?
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Poor girl. Oh, man.
Well,
what is wrong with people not knowing?
Well, maybe when he said poor guy, they're referring to the player.
The guy who picked him up by his tail?
Who grabbed her by the tail.
Did I just say picked him up by the tail?
Well, I didn't want to point that out.
It's rubbing off on me. It's no good.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It is no good.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, in terms of the luck or not luck of a black cat being on the field, so that actual story, so one player, he was a rival player from the other team that they were playing. So he throws this black cat onto the field, right? And he says, "Hey, Jackie, there's your cousin."
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's a nasty comment.
Yeah.
Right after that, Jackie Robinson hit a double. Later coming in for a run and then said to the guy, "I guess my cousin's pretty happy now."
Nice.
Right? So, yeah. So maybe black cats, maybe there's some luck to them. I mean, the guy meant for it to be racial abuse, but,
didn't have the effect he was looking for.
Well, I mean, Jackie Robinson was also a pretty amazing baseball player. The cat may have had nothing to do with the fact that he was playing well that day.
Yeah, maybe Jackie Robinson was rattled by his comment and he would have hit a triple otherwise.
Or a home run.
Yeah.
And then they would have set off the home run sculpture, which they definitely had at the Brooklyn Dodgers games back when the Brooklyn Dodgers existed in the 1940s. Yeah. I don't think so.
I doubt it. No.
Look, I'm still confused by the idea of a home run sculpture. And I don't know why it didn't occur to me to go and find video of it like you did.
Yeah, because I couldn't really quite make out what
I couldn't tell what was happening.
I thought it would be, I'm going to be honest, I was a little underwhelmed by it. I thought it was going to be much more spectacular than it was. I mean, it's just like Marlins going around in circles, looks like it's doing the thing. And then there's like a seagull going around the other way.
It's something to have at a hotel.
Yeah, kind of. But a little cheesier.
Really?
Yeah. It's
even more than like a Marriott in Orlando or something?
Yeah. It's not great.
Key West? No.
And actually keep naming Florida cities. This is the Florida Marlins.
It is the Florida Marlins.
The Miami Marlins or whatever. I don't know exactly.
No, they're just the Florida Marlins.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. It's like the California Angels.
Right.
The Utah Jazz.
Right. Oh.
The Oregon Trailblazers.
There
wait.
you go.
Oh, no, that is Portland. That is
Trailblazers.
Portland.
Yeah, that is.
Will you cut that out? Because I just made myself look like a jerk.
All right, I'll be nice and cut that out.
Or leave it in.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we will.
Oh,
Folks,
God.
we don't know that much about sports.
We don't.
No. I was lucky I came up with that many examples.
Yeah, I know. This is
of a thing.
This is the closest thing.
Ooh, the Texas Rangers.
There you go. So,
right?
Yeah, you just redeemed yourself, I think.
Thank you. Wait, is that a thing? I feel like I should search that. I don't know. I mean, I know Walker, Texas Ranger.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, the Texas Rangers might be a team or it might be a law enforcement agency.
Well, we know it's a law enforcement agency. Texas Rangers baseball.
There you go. See?
Right.
Fantastic. The day after the opening day for the Marlins and Rally Cat appeared on the field.
Yeah.
The very next day in Japan, the Yokohama Bay Stars versus the Hanshi Tigers, and a striped tabby, like a black, white, and gray striped tabby, ran onto the field in the ninth inning, top of the ninth inning, and just ran across the field and disappeared. Briefly interrupted the game.
Was it a ghost?
Well, I don't know. But the game at the time, right before, at the top of the ninth inning when this happened, the game was tied 1-1. After the cat, the Bay Stars lost to the Tigers 4-1. So in this case, it didn't work out for the home team, but the Tigers.
Right, the team that's named after cats.
Right.
Huh.
So what are you going to do with that information? I don't know.
I got nothing, but you know.
And also they called that cat in Florida, they called him Rally Cat. That wasn't very original.
No, there's Rally Squirrel.
Okay.
Do you know about Rally Squirrel?
No.
Oh, that was a viral thing too.
Okay.
Yeah, squirrel that got on a field. Yeah.
But there have been other Rally Cats too. On May 12, 2016, the LA Angels versus the St. Louis Cardinals, and Big Orange Cat found its way onto the field, and it was named Rally Cat 2 because the first Rally Cat for the Angels appeared on the field in 2014, a black and white cat. So the Rally Cat, not really an original thing for the Marlins. As a matter of fact, the University of Cincinnati has a student spirit organization that they call themselves the Rally Cats. They say, they play the games, we play the noise. And the Cincinnati
doesn't even make sense.
I know, but the Cincinnati Bearcats is the team. And the Clemson University Tigers, their cheer/dance team is known as the Rally Cats. And the Arizona Wildcats have an in-game entertainment crew called the Rally Cat, like mascots called the Rally Cats.
You said about the University of Cincinnati being the Bearcats?
Yeah.
My alma mater were the Bearcats.
Oh, really?
Willamette University, Salem, Oregon.
Okay.
Willamette Bearcats.
Well, University of Cincinnati, I know a guy, Bob Murdoch, teaches Russian literature there.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say,
No.
and he was a Rally Cat.
He's at every Bearcats game. He sits with the Rally Cats.
He
No, none of that
puts on
is
a
true.
cat suit
No.
and runs across baseball fields.
None of that is true at all.
Reading
Read Tolstoy.
Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. playing there at the University of Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's
Haven't you heard of it?
Of course. And also, there's a junior tennis program in Memphis for 4 to 10-year-olds called the Rally Cats.
What? How deep are you going, man?
I was digging pretty deep.
You were digging pretty deep. That is true. Oh, my God. Well, I was just looking around for things that go on in terms of cats and baseball. Because we said, let's just talk about cats and baseball.
Sure.
And so if you like the idea of cats perhaps playing baseball, you can go to gamesfreak.net and you can be a cat who plays baseball.
Oh, it sounds awesome.
Here, I'm going to show you.
Great.
And it's actually just called Cat Baseball.
Okay.
The game is, so you can look for it there. So I tried to play this, and you can play beginner, amateur, or professional. And I tried to play this game. I got 1 hit. So I want to see. So I'd love to see if you can play it and have any success with it at all.
I got to say, I loved what I was seeing.
Oh, the animation is pretty cute.
Very cute.
So would you like to play as a beginner, an amateur, or professional, Tim?
Well, let's start out beginner.
Okay, that's what I did.
I don't want to go
terrible.
Big leagues. What do I do? Do I just tap?
Yeah, click play, and then you click again when you want to bat. So cat is the batter.
Okay.
And a human is
human
pitching.
pitcher. Okay.
Yeah.
So am I just tapping the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there it comes. Oh, strike 1. All right, hang on. I need room.
It's going to get serious now.
Oh, 20 points. He's not running bases or anything. It's just.
No, you just keep trying to hit.
Oh, it's like a home run derby kind of situation.
And you can move him back and forth.
Oh.
You can move him further away or closer to the plate.
That was outside. Come on, that was a ball. Oh, man.
It's hard.
It is hard. It's Japanese, too. There's some Japanese stuff happening over here. Do you see this? What does that mean?
I have no idea. I don't speak Japanese. I certainly don't read it.
Whoa, yes. 20 points.
Yeah, you're killing it.
How many did you get?
10. I got 10 pitches. I got 10 points. That's it.
Oh, boy.
I only got 1 hit, and it was not good. I guess it was just a single. I guess a single is worth 10 points, maybe.
Ooh, another 20.
Hey. Pretty soon you'll be ready to be an amateur.
Oh, my. Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention that time. It got past me. Oh, that's a foul. No count.
No, yeah, if it's a foul or it's outside, it's no count.
Oh, I hit the pitcher.
What?
I hit the pitcher, got 100 points for that.
Nice. All right, so that's cat baseball. That's an actual game you can go play online.
That's very cute and kind of almost fun.
Oh, almost fun. It's only fun if you were going to be discussing cats and baseball with your friends. Like, there's no reason why the batter is a cat.
No, there really isn't.
The pitcher isn't a cat.
Yeah, he's not throwing you a ball of yarn.
Well, that could be a thing.
See, they could, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a baseball, though.
Yeah, it is a baseball.
I just hurt the pitcher.
Somehow the cat is holding a bat, which makes no sense.
Yeah, it really is kind of weird. I mean, it's not, if there were other cats like in the field and you were trying to get them, bring them home.
Yeah, bring them home. That could be a thing. But this is honestly it's just like somehow on this particular day, there is a cat holding a bat at home plate. A human is pitching, and there's no rules to it because you just get like 10 pitches, I think. So it's not like you get 3 strikes and you're out.
Right.
You're going to get 10 pitches no matter what.
And it's not a matter of getting on base or anything. It's just a random point value attributed to every hit.
I'm guessing since I saw you get 20 points and I know I got 10, I'm guessing it's like a single, double, triple thing. Maybe you can get 30 points.
Maybe. But if you hit the pitcher in the face, it's 100 points.
See? What would a home run be?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
Who knows? Want to knock it over the wall. But could you imagine if that was real and you were a baseball pitcher and you're like, here's what you got to do today. You got to go to the stadium. There's going to be a cat.
He's going to try to hit you in the face with the ball. Because if he does that, he wins.
Just pitch like you normally would.
To the cat.
To the cat. The
Cat's gonna stand on his hind legs and hold a bat. I know, it sounds ridiculous, but when you get there, it's all gonna fall into place.
But wait, are they gonna be running the bases? No, nobody's running any bases.
It's just one cat. Because we've only been able to train one cat to be able to
cat that can swing a baseball bat. We wanted to try this.
So it's not traditional baseball by any means.
That's hilarious.
Not that video games ever really make sense in the real world, but
no,
it is odd.
But of all the games that are out there,
and of all the sports you could be having a cat play, I mean, yes, as fans of kitten sports,
absolutely,
as followers of kitten sports, we love the Paw Star game.
The Paw Star game was great,
but this is not the Paw Star game. This is a single cat.
Yeah.
Anyway, but if you want to give it a shot, gamesfreak.net.
Games Freak, it's out there.
It is. Now, I also have to share with you. So in my searches for things about cats and baseball.
Yeah.
Now, most of the things, if you go to Google and you search for cats and baseball, you're just going to find like minor league teams called the Wildcats everywhere. That's all you're going to find. Mm-hmm. But if you dig a tiny bit deeper, you're going to find Chuck and Victoria Oldham's The Cats of Baseball figurines and trading cards.
Oh.
So you can go online, search for Cats of Baseball.
Look at that.
Right? It's trademarked. The Cats of it's the Cats of Baseball.
Yes, it's the Cats of Baseball collection.
Yeah, it is trademarked. You can supposedly buy these things. They're actual figurines, like Hummels that your Aunt Gertrude had. There's Spike. He's a pitcher. Tiger's a catcher. Howler's an outfielder of some type.
Right.
Chopper's a batter. And Flash is also...
He looks like a first baseman.
Yeah, the way he's crouching down.
Right, yeah.
I
like Flash. He's great.
Yeah. He's got a weird chin situation.
Well, yeah. Cats don't usually stand that way.
Oh, I can't believe that's the issue. So when he is standing that way, he's trying so hard to stay balanced that he's like giving himself sort of a triple chin sort of thing.
Yeah.
So these are individually hand-painted sculptures. It says the instructions are to place them in their designated playing positions. And you can practically hear the familiar yowl, "Let's play ball." So this is is the Cats of Baseball collection featuring the cutest cat characters ever to play in America's favorite pastime. Look, why not? I mean, each sculpture stands approximately 5.5 to 7 inches.
Yeah.
What I find funny about that is when you say approximately, do you then give a range?
Well, if you look at it,
it stands approximately 5.5 to 7 inches. They've made them. They know how tall they are.
Right. I think they all fit within that range. You see, if you look at take Tiger for instance, he's crouched down because he's the catcher.
Yeah.
So he's going to be on the low end.
Chopper's way up high.
Chopper's way up high because he's holding that bat way up higher than his head.
Sure.
So I think that's probably what we're dealing with there.
I see.
Oh, Flash is actually standing on a base, so he is a he is a
baseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, a baseman of some type.
Yeah.
In any case, you can get the trading cards. The trading cards are pretty cute. There's the barn cats.
the Barn Cats and the Alley Cats. There's two teams.
They're in the Wildcat League.
Oh.
Yeah. And so according to this website, you go to catsofbaseball.com. There's all kinds of things that they claim exist here. Plush toys, dolls, collectible figurines,
Really?
baseball trading cards, a cartoon series, accessories, toys, apparel, games, collectibles, greeting cards, and children's books.
Oh my gosh.
However,
Yeah.
I can find no evidence that those things actually exist.
Ah.
There's supposed to be an online shop, but if you click on it, it only takes you to an error page.
Oh boy.
Right? So I feel like maybe this didn't happen for them.
I mean,
because believe me, Tim, I thought about getting you some of these for your birthday.
I would have loved a Flash or a Chopper for my birthday. That would be great.
Yeah. Oh, believe me, I immediately was like, oh my God, these exist?
Amazing.
I mean, a set of trading cards?
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe you can call them. There's a phone number right here.
There is a phone number.
912. What area code is that?
Well, this phone, and then there's another phone number on the homepage on the website. That's a 928 number.
There's all kinds of weird information.
And yet, no information at all.
There's a lot of conflicting information.
I want to watch.
There's a lot of missing information.
I want to watch the Cats of Baseball cartoon series.
Absolutely.
I got very excited.
Yes.
The series creator says here this was well, there's some name. What
Chuck
were the
and
names?
Victoria
That's
Oldham?
right. I'm sorry, I said that earlier.
Yeah.
They have over 20 years product development background, developing original prototypes for fine giftware and collectibles, including best-selling figurines for popular giftware companies from the mid-'80s and early '90s, for the Franklin Mint, the Lenox collections, Danbury Mint, Bradford Exchange. I mean,
wow.
Yeah. So these people are the real deal, but I just want to know what happened.
Yeah, what
to
happened
these
to the
figurines?
things? Because I will tell you, I mean, as crazy as it is, they really do look good. I mean, as far as ceramic cats go, this is like, picture a ceramic cat figurine that was sitting on your grandma's shelf or whatever.
Sure.
This is the look. Like this is what their faces look like. I mean, the markings and the paint and everything. But they're wearing, if you picture those cats in sort of baseball player poses and wearing kind of old-timey looking baseball uniforms.
Sure.
It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some bad news.
Oh, no. Did you find out something about this?
Yeah. So this website, there's information on the website that this website was copyrighted 2015, or at least the copyright on the website was updated.
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah.
However, I just found their trademark information on the Cats of Baseball.
Yeah.
And it was originally applied for in 1998.
Okay.
And it was abandoned because there was a failure to respond to the renewal of the trademark in 2000.
Oh, really?
And yet, this website was updated in 2015.
Interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm doing a little investigation now.
Yeah. Because right here on this page that you printed out, it says the Cats of Baseball trademark copyright 1998 through 2009.
Crazy. If we can find this while we're recording right now, I will order these while we're talking.
I'm checking another source. Yeah, this is the closest I can find on eBay for a Cats of Baseball figurine right here.
Oh, that's Garfield. Garfield in a baseball cap.
Yeah, I can't find these.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
What?
It's not one of these official ones, but it's something similar.
Oh. Well, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
A 4-inch kitten ceramics figurine.
Yeah. $6.
Now, that's a cat that knows how to hold a baseball bat.
He does. Well, Chopper does too.
Yeah, Chopper really knows how to hold a baseball bat.
He's playing like a big leaguer. This one here is maybe like minor league, but to be fair, it is a kitten.
And very cute. That is actually extremely cute. Well, I'm disappointed.
Yeah. Yep, it's not happening.
Oh, well. Well, if anybody out there has any information about what happened with the Cats of Baseball concept, We'd like to know.
We would.
Here's just a card with a. That's not anything.
No.
No.
It looks like that cat on the Cheetos commercials.
Chester Cheetah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Chester Cheetah or Chester Cheeto?
I don't know. I think it's Chester Cheetah.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Because otherwise, it would be an actual Cheeto named Chester.
Yeah. When he's clearly a cheetah.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Cheetos, apropos of nothing, I saw in like a candy store or I can't remember, or a cafe or something, pretzels covered in chocolate. And then where they put like other stuff on them.
Okay.
You know, like some peanuts or some, broken up Snickers bars or something.
Delicious.
This was a pretzel covered in chocolate with Cheetos stuck to it. How does that make sense? Is that a flavor combo people were dying for?
No.
No. Like I said, apropos of nothing, but thought you might be
must
interested to know.
Yeah. I mean, I could see possibly, under the right circumstances, filling up a bowl with chocolate-covered pretzels and Cheetos in the same bowl.
And then being like, hey, what have we got going on here?
I could see that happening. I could see somebody doing that, not me.
Oh, not you, you're
not
saying.
Me, but
okay,
I could see someone doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's got nothing to do with cats.
No, it doesn't.
In any case, well, I'm really disappointed about this cats at baseball thing.
I know. They're very cute.
And just the idea of it is, I don't know who thought of it. I mean, these people thought of it, but
right. I mean, it's...
Again, was this something people were dying for? Were people asking for this?
Maybe not. And that may be the problem.
Right.
But I think it is a great idea. If you're going to get into the I'm going to make figurines and sell them business, you're not going to buy just one unless you're me. You're going to be, if you're a collector, you're going to need
the whole team.
You're going to need both teams so that they can play against each other and you set it all up. So you need to buy 18 of these things.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is only 5 that they're showing us.
Right.
And very plausibly, they planned for 18.
Yeah, of course.
So,
yeah.
And then who knows? You could have introduced more teams.
Of course. It's endless. It's just a situation that just endlessly generates money for you, unless nobody wants it, and it doesn't.
Well, look, Tim, if you want to call either one of these phone numbers that we now know were at one point associated with the cats of baseball people, you go for it. Well, okay, he's picking up his phone.
It's
right.
9 p.m.
It's 9 p.m. Pacific time. If these people are on the East Coast, or perhaps Nova Scotia, I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know where these area codes are from.
They're in Newfoundland, so they're like the hour and a half past Eastern.
Yeah. Prince Edward Island, isn't that a place? Is that a place out there?
I think so.
Yeah.
One of the maritime provinces.
That's a word that doesn't get used much.
Not in the States.
No.
Not in the States.
No.
But I do have an app on my phone where I can look up area codes.
Area codes?
And that's in Savannah, Georgia.
Oh,
912.
see? Eastern time. And what about this 928?
That's Flagstaff, Arizona.
Well, that's confusing.
It's very confusing indeed.
Well, even so, in Flagstaff at 9 p.m. when we're recording.
That's not going to work.
They've all gone to bed.
They have.
That's a early to bed kind of community.
They've been climbing out of that canyon all day.
That's right.
That sounds like something that Don Rickles might say.
A joke that doesn't make any sense. They've been putting flags on staffs all day, and they are tired.
Oh, exhausting work. I'm tired of doing this job. I want to get my baseball cat figurine business up and running.
Why not?
It's why I moved from Savannah, Georgia.
Look, figurines just weren't happening in Savannah. Anyone knows that if you want to be big in the figurine business,
you need a dry climate, number one. You'd have to be crazy to try to launch this in Georgia.
They would never dry. The humidity would be the end of you. Oh, well, okay. You know what? I think that's all I have to say about cats in baseball. So, anything else?
I think I'm out. I think I'm out of material.
Whew. We milked it.
We did.
All right, folks. Go play with your cats.
Go play with your cats.